Hey guys, it's me again. I'm glad you came back for my next video. Sorry, the other video was really long to break down all of those abilities. Literally just 3 characters, and it took longer than I thought it would. I'm sorry about that, but now we got the other half of the breakdown for tonight, and we're going to see basically just the events and the new Android 18, which looks pretty cool, honestly. She kind of reminds me of or Fighter Z, however you want to pronounce it, on her ultimate. So it looks pretty cool. And yeah, so basically, you probably already saw this. Um, we're in the after party of the Legends Fest, and we're getting all these events now, which I'm super happy for. And we're getting CC. If you saw the video for the reveal, at the end it showed 1000 CC, and you already know, as a free-to-play guy, you're gonna be a hype guy, I guess. Well, let's just get into this real quick before I take any more of your time. If you already watched the last one, then you already know you're hoping this not to be long, but you can probably already see the time on the bottom. Anyways, this is the Rising Rush event from the 6th anniversary. You basically just have to do as much damage with your Rising Rush as you can. I believe last time you got all the rewards at 100 million Rising Rush damage. So just fill your hand with blue cards, stack up your damage to the max with your characters, 5 times Zenkai buff type stuff, and just rush and you'll get all your rewards. Next, we got, as I was saying, Legends Festival, after party. You're gonna get some Legends Limited Z Power and some Chrono Crystals and all that. Again, after party. And then we got the raid, which has 2 this time. So I don't, it's probably just gonna be just like how we had the Broly raid, this just recently, and it'll just be like 2 events in one, basically. Obviously with the new Trunks and Gohan as featured units, and then the new duel season PvP, the banner. I do not know who's featured just yet, but just off of this, it's obviously the new 2 units, and Broly is returning for some reason. So I guess those, hopefully he gets a plat soon. So I'm looking forward to that, definitely, because he is very lackluster and not tanky at all. And then these are the 2 new equips. This is the Awakened equip for, I forgot, I think it was Future. This one too is for Future. This is the Plat equip that's going to be coming to the Ultimate Equipment event. And now we have the 18. Sorry guys, I had to take care of something real quick. I had to cut that part out. But anyways, now onto the 18's kit. So first of all, we got the main ability. What do you say we finish him off this time? Before we go into that, I'm wondering if she's gonna have any synergy with any Android 17 units. That would be cool. Not for Super 17. He doesn't count, and he's a technicality. Thank goodness he would be. I don't think it'd be amazing if we get Super 17 buffs. He's a real he's a annoying bastard. But anyways, draw ultimate card. Energy Tide next. Restores own health by 20% and ki by 50. Increases own Dragon Balls by 1. Cancels own attribute downgrades and abnormal conditions. And seals all enemies' main abilities for 10 timer counts. Okay. I can see a little bit of utility with the main ability. Maybe if you just come in and they're thinking about like, oh, I'm gonna use my main ability and see if he jumps or uses an arts or a tackle, and then I'll ult. That would be a good situation to use this, I guess. And then the attribute downgrading abnormal condition cancellation is nice. There's a lot of debuffers going around right now, so a little cleanse won't hurt no one. Alright, and then the first unique ability, Playing with Lives. Ooh. The following effects occur when battle starts. 120% damage inflicted cannot be cancelled. 70% damage reduces damage received, cannot be cancelled. 50% key recovery cannot be cancelled. Increases own arts card draw speed by 1 level, also cannot be cancelled. And 10% to damage inflicted by allied androids, future, and powerful opponents. Why, really? She's getting a little bit of... She's giving a little bit of support for the team. Interesting. I don't know. I wonder what type she is. She might be support type. I don't know. We'll just have to see when we get through this kit. But that is very interesting. 10% damage inflicted. And the base card draw speed is nice. I mean, this whole like section is kind of standard for units now. So it's a good thing she got that. Also applies the following effects to self if character Android 17 is battle member. I kind of called it. I just downloaded these images, and I mean I didn't look at them. I promise. I am not predicting. I just predicted. I don't know. But anyways, 30% to damage inflicted to self, and oh gosh, it's the same thing the tag droids had. The uncancelable endurance null. Wow, that's a throwback. So yeah, wow, that's really good. I was not expecting that, to be honest. Anyways, next thing, the following effects occur when this character enters the battlefield. Restores own key by 30. Alright. Randomly draws 1 new card when you have 3 or fewer. 90% damage inflicted, so now she has 110. No, 120 because of this part. She gets, because she's Android Future and Powerful Opponent, she just gets the 10% automatically. And if she has Android 17, what would be a good Android 17 ally? Yeah, Super 17 definitely doesn't count. I guess Tag Droids or the GT17 that came out with the GT Duo. There's no really like meta relevant Android 8 or Android 17s, so who knows? Maybe I said in the last video, maybe they're gonna give the Tag Droids a Zenkai. I'm just saying, because they count as Android 17 technically. So yeah, that's 250 with a 17 ally, and then destroys 1 enemy card. Okay, that's pretty good disrupt. I mean, it'll help a little bit against Vegito Blue, because man, he's really annoying. I've been facing him a lot recently, and I hate how many cards he can draw, and how he can keep his key so high still. He hardly goes below like 60 most of the time. And then after that, the following effects occur every time an ally uses an arts card while this character is not defeated. Okay. Restores own health by 3%, so 18 is getting 6% health whenever an ally uses an arts card. So I guess that would be herself too. And it resets. Okay, that's good. So she's got a lot of healing. I guess it goes into the infinite power of the androids part type thing. And then shortens own substitution count by 1, activates twice, also resets, and then 10% to damage inflicted by allies for 10 timer counts up to 30. Wow, she is giving pretty good support, because she's basically gonna have this. If you actually get a combo going, you're gonna have this fully once you get up to 3 cards, and then you'll keep going. So that's an extra 30% to the 250 with the Android 17. So that's 280, and then the 30% to all allies, and then 10% to... Yeah, I was not expecting this out of her, honestly. I was expecting more of a attacker type thing rather than all this support. And then reduces sub count by 3 against special, ultimate, and awakened arts and rising rush when on standby. Okay. Let's see the next unique ability, Short Tempered. Knocks enemy back to long range if a cover change is performed against their strike arts attack. Comboable with the special move arts, blue card, obviously. And the following effects occur when hit with an enemy's arts attacks while this character is on the battlefield, activates once. So she gets the same thing, just not permanently as the Elif, Gohan, and Trunks in this update. It's just for 10 timer counts, so reduce the impact, explode, and slice damage received. Reduces enemy ki by 20. That's alright. I think, yeah, this inflicts all enemies with attribute downgrade -1 arts card draw speed level for 10 timer counts. I think that's gonna be a little more useful, this part, especially so you can't just switch out and you won't have the reduced card draw speed. The key does a bit. I mean, it's annoying to just have -20 key, and it's a good thing it resets on character switch. I mean, most characters do at this point, even if they're not like supports or attackers. It's crazy. Like Vegito Blue, heal and do key, but I'm going off on a tangent right now. The following effects occur when an ally is hit with an enemy arts attack while this character is not defeated. So now this is when they're getting hit. Wow, 40% to damage inflicted for 15 timer counts cannot be stacked. That's still quite a bit, even though it's just for 15 timer counts. And -5 to own arts costs and cover null for 15 timer counts. But it's only when they're getting hit. Which can be a little tricky to use, but as long as you can switch out, start a combo soon after, the combo ends, and it'll be semi-useful. And the arts cost reduction is nice in conjunction with the cover null and the damage inflicted, and shortens sub counts by 1. So yeah, she's going to be able to switch in, and with the... I mean, she gets this already, but I believe there was something else. Yeah, reduces it by 2. Reduces hers by 2 when they use a card. As long as you use a card, and then you get into a combo, you'll be pretty much good. Switching back into her quick enough, and all that stuff. I wonder... I don't think she would have endurance. I mean... That's a lot of rush protection for the future team. With the new LF, her, and Goku Black, who's alright. He's an alright tank, but yeah, I don't think so. I think she's just strictly support rather than a tanky one. Anyways, the following effects occur when this character is switched to standby. Randomly draws one new card. When you have 3 or fewer cards, restores ally health by 10% and ki by 20. Ooh. That's some ally health restoration. And 10% to allies health restoration for 15 timer counts. Yeah, that's pretty good support just for switching out. I'm trying to think. Gogeta Blue, the one that got Zenkai Heat for switching, and I'm pretty sure he gets 10% health. So that's like 20% healing with her in the leader slot, obviously, or him in the leader slot on a feature team. That could be useful, but I mean, I think it's better with units that can't heal too much because this is free healing basically. And she's going to be switching out quite a bit. And then the final part of this is applies the following effects to allied tag android feature and powerful opponent. Again, it sounds like you're going to be wanting to run her on that team because she's already giving support to them. When this character is defeated, she gives death buffs. Restores health of allies by 10, 30% damage inflicted, 10% health restoration, and shortens the sub count by 2. Yeah, that's. I mean, I really, I do like the damage and the health restoration. The the 10% health restoration isn't really gonna do much. If I say so myself, personally, I don't really see that affecting allies' health restoration too much. It's only really 10%, and there's not too many people that heal on their own besides their main ability. Sometimes green cards. And it's very, very little there strike and blast. So, well, I mean, I can't say it's useless just yet. We haven't used her again. This is just based on kit. But we'll see tomorrow or tonight actually. For me, I live on the west. You know that if you watched the last video. But I think right about now, you can probably see my time. There's like 45 minutes until the data download like fully takes effect. So we'll see then. But now to her Z abilities. She's gonna be buffing Android feature and powerful opponent strike and blast defense. Okay. Legends. I thought we were trying to not do that. Personally, I don't like it because where's the offense gonna be? Like, okay, yeah, you're giving androids also blast attack for 15%, but and then 18 at 14 stars. But like, come on. She's I know she's supposed to be support. She's like, but with her Z ability, she's not really supporting besides defense. And defense doesn't really matter now with really long combos. Unless they're an actually tanky unit getting those defense buffs. This, I don't know. Like I said, we can't really say now, but we'll just see how she plays tomorrow. Then on to the green card and blue card. For blue card, XL Dance. Man, I feel like that's a Fighter Z move. Maybe it's just me. I was super into that game. I still am, kind of, but I don't know. That's just nerdy old me. But anyways, sorry to keep you guys waiting. Deals massive impact damage and falling effects occur upon activation. 30% to special move damage inflicted for 3 timer counts. Shortens substitution count by 2 to self for 10 timer counts. Cannot be stacked. Shortens ally substitution count by 1. Okay. Seals enemy strike arts on hit. The sealed arts cannot be used for 8 timer counts. Okay, so a little specific. Usually it's just like 5 or 10. But okay, yeah. And also blast armor, of course. Sealing strike arts are nice. I mean, it gives you more freedom to use your blast arts and go to long range without having to worry about, or even mid range, without having to worry about someone going through your blasts with your blast armor. I can see this being used just to like switch out quickly, because I mean she gives buffs when she switch out, you know, damage inflicted and health and all that. This is nice because then it also makes it easier to switch out, and this is more so to switch back in after you switched out, if that makes sense. So that's a lot of switching, I will tell you that. Then anyways, here, green card now is the Joy of Killing Boredom. Randomly draws 1 new card, restores health by 10%, ki by 30, 15% damage inflicted by allies for 20 counts, more support, that's pretty nice. And then cover null for 15 timer counts. Only 3 times though. That's a little iffy. I guess that's okay. It kind of reminds me of the Blue Bros. They only get cover null with their plat 3 times in switching, and then you have to start using the green card on Vegeta's side to get cover null, and that's annoying because it's very specific. And then the only other way she's getting cover null is when her allies get hit. And I don't know. Only 3 times isn't really good. But I mean, the rest of her kit sounds pretty good. Jordan's ally sub count by 2. Again, she's gonna be switching out a lot. She's a very switchy character with lots of support. But yeah, we'll see how she turns out tonight, tomorrow, wherever you are, in an hour. But yeah, again, if you enjoyed this video, if you enjoyed the last video, please let me know. I know there's probably hardly any of you watching, but I do enjoy doing these videos. I hope you did too. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one.